up? Okay, I am a rapper. Let's get it out of the way. No, I do not rap boxers for a living. Yes, I rap like this. That's me. I'm a rapper, I'm a producer, I'm a songwriter, a husband to a beautiful wife, and a soon-to-be father. Yeah, right? But you see, they don't understand how I've done this, how I manage all of this through rap music, being from Singapore. They tell me, hey, Kev, your music career your choice of that career is really unorthodox. They say I'm crazy. But you see, some time ago, I decided that these are my dreams, that I own, that I will decide its path. And no one will tell me differently. My music career did not just begin on stage, no. It didn't just begin in the studio. It began with my father. This is my father. My father will tell you that he can sing. Please do not be mistaken, the man cannot sing. My father played a really big part in directing the type of musician that I would become. My father is a civil engineer. He worked his way up from a foreman all the way up to a site manager, a senior safety consultant, which is still the post that he holds today. One of the things that I remember growing up with him is that on his days off, he would get the company car, right? The company car is a two-seater pickup. 2 seats in the front, space in the back. That's where me and my sisters would be. I have 2 sisters. So on the way to whichever joyride, whichever fun thing we're going to do, the destination, he would never fail. I tell you, he would never fail to remind us all the buildings that he was part of. He said, this is me, I did this. He would knock back, I did that. He's like, I know, you told me so many times. It's like, I'm not kidding you, it's like 40, 50 times. He would slow down, hazard light by the corner. This is dangerous, I remind you. But he would knock and he would say, I did that. His pride and joy. I mean, regardless where we were, Robinson Road, in the heartlands in Serangoon. But his pride and joy was the CT tunnel from Bukit Timah all the way to Outram, whichever way you're going, in reverse, I guess. He was one of the main engineers involved in that building. Again, we always have to pass the area, so you always say, I did that, no, but I did that. So I know, okay. But you see, after a while, I realized he was not bragging. He was just proud of the works he did. These buildings, right, was his story. This was his legacy that he left in Singapore. This was like, an artist signing off on a painting. I did that. This was like the way he left his mark in Singapore. Okay, now fast forward back to my music. Past all the struggles, yes, there are many, as a local musician, you're fighting for more platforms for local musicians, better grants for funding, which they really have improved, better local voice on radio. If you listen, there's not really a voice. So that's what we're fighting for. But although all these struggles, right, I realized that the momentum of my music was so great enough that I would turn full-time. But even then, I realized that if I was going to become a musician in Singapore, that it would take more than what I needed to become. So even then, I knew that I wasn't just going to become a musician. I was going to become an activist for music. Because I was fighting for my voice. I was fighting for our voice. I knew that you cannot just be a passenger on the bus. You needed to drive the bus, say, that's where I'm going to go. And then change will happen. I needed to become something more than myself. I like to think that I need to become a hero, a superhero. Maybe then, I could leave my mark in Singapore just like my father.
So like I said, I needed to become a cartoon, something bigger. He wanted just to be heard, all through the stereo, perched with a bird eye view of his area. Fought the feet with every toe in his boot, then teach the code like he was a ninja. Seeking for the future, I am an avenger, like I am legend actor. Fought the intruders of his world, Hana stopped the leader. They prayed on a note by a wooden pew. The parents prayed for him. A cartoon running on the street in the real world, front row. Aniguan, you just gotta stand up and feel the sun. A transformer mask himself, he's just a Walkman with love for his music. With no doubt, like the rock band, scribbles and takes the bus back home. Home from his 8 to 5 job. Bob his head and tap his feet through a song he keeps on.
I put my
cape on,
jump into the sky,
cause I fly so high.
Dive back down, burn,
Yeah.
move so fast I go right past your eye.
Come on.
Dodging them bullets, they come at me with their teeth serrated, but they don't hurt me. Superhero, cause I'm animated.
Like a hero, he had visions of the end. Like the world depended on it. Saw from a pen, raise a little higher. Symbol for the people, food for your soul. He only wants gold, not the metal, but the metaphor. For first, cause he's fresh in a box and cool on your set with a t-shirt that said iron booms on his back. There were days that he felt like he slept in the dark place near the sewer pipe, cause he buried MCs and swords and chucked it on the board. Every day hustle on the grind like a board. A nobby with people who believe at his army. Scribbles and takes the bus back home. Home from his 8 to 5 job. Yeah, I keep on.
I put my
cape on,
jump into the sky,
cause I fly so high.
Dive back down, burning, move so fast I go right past your eye. Dodging them bullets,
Yeah.
they come at me
Yeah.
with their teeth serrated,
Yeah, but they don't,
hurt me.
they don't.
Superhero, cause I'm animated. Cause I'm animated.
Excuse all the technical difficulties. But then I found myself in festivals, right? Across Europe, Rotterdam, France. Then I found myself in North America, festivals in Atlanta, New York City, most recently South by Southwest in Austin, Texas. Anybody from there? Yeah? Then from there we flew to Canadian Music Week in Toronto. It was really cold, by the way. Then I came home, it was really hot. But then you see, as much as I traveled so far, right, I realized that I have all these stories, and to continue the fight, I needed to bring these stories back home. And hopefully these stories would inspire and would educate the scene and the industry, but there really isn't one. Because at the end of the day, right, this is home. You know what I mean? As much as my father, right, was trying to leave his mark in Singapore, Singapore itself reminds me of my mother. I don't understand the things she says sometimes. I don't get why she tells me to do certain things, why she says, you are wrong, I am right. It confuses me, frustrates me. But you see, right, at the end of the day, my mother gave birth to me, you know what I mean? She made me who I am. And I'm forever grateful for that. If there's anything that I like to share, is that instead of running away from Singapore, because things are difficult, this is home. We should try to embrace the good, embrace the bad. Maybe we can build from here, and the secret might be here. Come into my world, but this is home. So welcome to my city, where it hosts us, the day and night dreamers, some better life seekers. For the cocktails of sweat that you burn, trying to fight away when it seems that the price you pay. Ask yourself, if it doesn't help the meal price, will you still stand there kissing girls like I'm married to the music? I'm holding her in this life. But they think, Kev, maybe it's time you get a real wife. F it, I'll be anything we want to be. I'm taking charge how they write me in history. Round one, and I'm jumping off the top rope. Knocked down, but they never get the best of me. I bet Jace would tell me, boy, you hella dope. With my eye on the world, reverse telescope. Look at her beautiful as she looks at me. You're destined for greatness. Yes, I agree. We're all in the dire need, yeah, for something more value than a cheap deal corner store. My mama's buying out the lottery tickets, but is it weird that I'd rather put the legwork than steal a deal breaker just to pass go and show my net worth? Do I need to wear a white shirt precaution just for some accolades, man? Nonsense. I'm so crazy, I'm on some handmade awesome. Blue ribbon talk with everything on, gold medal. It's how you handle it. How you handle it. It's like a champion. So let me hear you, ladies and gentlemen. Let me hear you, ladies and gentlemen. Let me hear you, ladies and gentlemen. Feeling like a champion, I'm on TV. Just to be a legend, it's either you or me. We all need some credit for the bad days. I have you Jackson Michael dancing them away. Before the eulogy becomes your intro. Your neck resting heavy in a box with a pillow. But though my heart is heavy now by the kilo, I'm still Lion City all day with a tempo. Thank you.